morning to all of you. My colleague directors, Sri K.C. Das, Director Personnel, Sri V.V. Venugopal Rao, Director Finance, Sri T.K. Mahanti, Director Commercial, Sri T.K. Ghosh, Director Projects, Sri A.K. Saxena, Director Operations, Sri K. Venkat Nahi Reddy, CDO, and CISF Commandant is probably online, Executive Directors, General Managers, Heads of the Departments, Senior Executives, representatives of Steel Executive Association, members of the trade unions, leaders of the trade unions, representative of SC/ST and OBC Association, representative from WIPS, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. Generally, I prefer my speech to be very short and crisp, but today I will have a very little bit of longer speech because a lot of water has flown under the feet of RINL since I met you last on this day. And I will not do justice to the departments that have really done well and have done in some other form and contributed to this organization. I profusely thanks and I profusely put on record, place on record, the deeds or the jobs done by corporate communication, for which today we are here and we are able to deliver our message to all across the plant. At the outset, I wish you and your family members a very happy, safe and prosperous New Year, that is 2021. I am also happy to inform you that we are starting the new year on a positive note. And after a gap of 20 months, we have started showing net profit, and it will be around 150%. I said the gap of 20 months, I make it happen, beg your pardon, it is 29 months. This has been possible through favorable market conditions and record production of 113 heats per day of liquid steel, which translates to 98% capacity utilization of our 6.3 million ton capacity. This has been achieved for the first time in the company. Hot metal production, liquid steel production and coke oven pushings have all registered their best ever performance in December 2020. Due to modernization activities taken up in continuation of expansion, we had the opportunity of operating the full 6.3 million ton plant in 2018-19 only. But the performance was impacted by dependence on purchased coke and lack of twin ladle furnace in SMS2 and purchase of oxygen 2. In 2019-20 and 2021, we could not operate the full capacity due to poor market condition and the present pandemic situation. Now, we have battery 5 and twin ladle furnace are in place. My kudos, I also place on record the project directorate who put in their best efforts to bring coke oven COB5 into operation, and this plant will express its gratitude in future also for the placement of the COB5 into operation, and that would stop buying of coke from outside. Currently, our fixed cost is about 500 crores per month, 300 crores for wages and other 200 crores for interest and depreciation. With the plant production level of 5 lakh tons of sellable steel per month, contribution margin is around 10,000 rupees per ton, which is required to make it break-even. We had such contribution levels of 10,000 rupees per ton in 2014-15. They reduced gradually and to an average of 5,500 rupees per ton in 2019-20 and increased now gradually to 15,000 rupees per ton in December 20. Such fluctuations in margin cannot be avoided in a globalized economy, especially in a globally traded commodity like steel. In 2020-21, with the weakening of US dollar, most of the metals price have increased. In case of steel, the prices also have increased due to increase in demand from China and increase in iron ore prices due to supply concerns from Brazil. In order to reduce costs, China has reduced external procurement of coking coal, keeping their prices low. This scenario of high iron ore prices and low coking coal prices is helping India at this moment. The domestic price realization have increased to their best ever level in December 2020, with cumulative sales of 30.87 lakh tons up to now. Up to December 20, the stock levels, including stocks in the process, would be brought down from 7.34 lakh tons to 2.4 lakh tons. When domestic demand was subdued, we stepped up exports by 141% to a level of rupees 3,109 crore during the year up to December 20. We crossed an export volume of 1 million ton for the first time in the company. However, it is to be remembered that swings in market dynamics cannot be avoided, and we have to be prepared to sustain in adverse market conditions also. We have to continue our attempts to increase the margins. We have to maximize the production of finished steel, the production of value-added steel, and the saturation of neighbor markets. They have potential of increasing the margin to by another 2,000 rupees to 3,000 rupees per ton. In this direction, we have increased the high-end value-added steel sales to 24% of domestic sales in the current year up to December 20, as against 20% during CPMI. We are targeting to increase it further to 25%. We have successfully introduced boron and CO2 grade wire rod coils and have been well accepted in the market. We have introduced third-party inspection for ensuring traceability of all the products. And issuing 100% matching test certificates. We have started 2-tier sales on pilot basis at Raigada and Tuticorin. On the cost side, we have to make attempts to increase the PCI rate from the current level of 93 kg per ton of hot metal to at least 125 kg per ton of hot metal. And this has a potential of 250 rupees per ton savings, even at the current low prices. The coal blend optimization is a continuous process, and we have to adjust continuously based on the price trends. In the current year, we could achieve a saving of rupees 250 per ton in cost of saleable steel. To widen the supplier base, are in the process of evaluating 5 new brands of coal and 3 new brands of PCI. In this juncture, I would like to point out that I have given a task personally to our Ltd-RINL to at least see that 2 brands of new coal are to be provided as an additional vendor base to this company. To just speak few points, this plant operates 3 blast furnaces, and which is really requirement in order to sustain the plant and sustain our profitability. The raw material securitization is the utmost important thing, and to securitize the raw material, we should have broadened our specification of acceptance. Then only we will be able to widen our vendor base, and then only we will be able to securitize our raw material. This is a piece of a philosophy this company should follow. The import of power is to be reduced to the extent possible, as there is an estimated savings of at least rupees 2 per kilowatt hour in the form of waste-based heat, as also established. We have secured quantity of about 2 lakh tons from Steel Authority India Limited mines at Bolani and Versua. We have also started procurement through GEM portal, that is Government e-Marketplace. During the year, we increased the procurement to a level of 30 crores from a level of 1.5 crores in the previous year. In addition to the above, we have published bids of 387 crores, which on finalization would put RINL ahead of many other CPSEs in GEM procurement compliance. We have to continuously look for opportunities to increase the margin. We have to remember that even a small savings of rupees 1 per ton translates to rupees 60 lakh savings in a year. These initiatives, when they get absorbed into the system, will have a lasting effect on the company. The essence of this point is that every day the disruption in the plant is causing huge losses to this company, and at this moment the company is not in a position to absorb that shock. So here we have to have a sustenance and a continuous basis production and continuous basis of output and in the sustained market. Certainly this plant will be put on the right track and on the right path. While making attempts to improve profitability, there is a need to improve the cash flows also. We could reduce the inventory of semi-finished and finished goods from a level of 4,000 crores as on 31st March 2020 to a level of 2,000 crores as on 30/11/2020. With this, the borrowings could be limited to about 12,700 crores, that is our optimum, in spite of incurring cash losses. The outstanding payments to NMDC also we have brought down substantially, and we also have substantially brought down our borrowing, our credits to our debts to our customers. Through matching the production with market offtake is the main reasons for inventory reduction. Many other initiatives from our side supplemented the same. We started converting slow-moving blooms, billets, and short-length blooms into finished products. We have successfully tested rolling of rebars in wire rod mill number 2 and special bar mill to increase flexibility of rolling as per market demand. We have started booking export orders on advance payment basis, and more than 50% of export was finalized under this arrangement. In fact, we are trying to enter into a contract for trade financing of export of 3 lakh tons in 5 months with the upfront of advance payment of approximately 1,000 crores. We have introduced advance demand registration for a direct dispatch in domestic sales. We would reduce the credit outstanding from 720 crores as on 31st March 2022, around 560 crores unpaid. Of late, advance payment is being insisted by all major suppliers, including NMDC and coal suppliers. Hence, we cannot afford to build inventory either in raw material or in semi-finished or in finished goods. Meticulous planning and forecasting is the need of the hour to maintain optimum levels of inventory. If we are able to manage the inventory at current levels, we will be able to manage the borrowings at current levels, and cash losses are not expected in near future. We had availed the relief of moratorium provided by RBI on account of COVID-19. Principal payment and interest payment aggregating to 720 crores could be deferred. Further, we have availed COVID-19 emergency credit line of 540 crore from various banks to mitigate the financial disruptions caused by COVID-19. We have approached the bankers for restructuring of loans based on RBI scheme for COVID-related stress. We are expecting a favorable outcome. Under projects, forged mill plant at Raebareli is under advanced stage of commissioning and expected to be commissioned in the month of January 2021. Central dispatch yard is fully made ready to commence regular rail dispatches, and railways have issued commercial notification in November 2020. We have commissioned wagon loading and wagon loading system along with the crushing and screening plant at Madharam mines on November 20. Revamp of ESP of a sinter machine number 2 envisaged to comply with the latest environmental norms has been completed with 50% capacity as on 31st December 2020. This was most crucial considering the importance of ramp-up production at the earliest. And I initially stated that COV 5 has been put into place, put into operation. So this shows the sincerity and commitment of the project directorate. As India fights against COVID-19, Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited has also taken up multiple activities like awareness campaigns and community kitchens and monetary contributions to aid the poor and needy. Lot of measures were taken to contain the spread of COVID-19 and keep the plant running. Some of the initiatives were sector-wise management of quarantine centers, identifying test requirements with the help of employee volunteers, starting of COVID ward, bi-weekly COVID testing at VSGH, engaging medical staff, nursing staff, etc. On temporary basis to man COVID ward, entering into MOU with the corporate hospitals for COVID treatment, procurement of 2 high-tech ventilators, starting of COVID-19 helpline for advanced counseling, and starting of telemedicine facility. Our VSGH was given 5-star rating and ranked first in the district and second in the state for better COVID-19 care by government of Andhra Pradesh. I take this opportunity to thank our COVID warriors for their selfless service for the needy during these terrible times. As a responsible corporate citizen, thrust on CSR and the Swachh Bharat activities continue. RINL donated 5 crores to the Prime Minister Cares Fund for fighting the pandemic. The benevolent employees of RINL have also contributed 1 day's salary to the Prime Minister's Cares Fund and Chief Minister's Relief Fund. An amount of 8.62 crore has been spent up to November 2020 from the approved budget of 10.75 crores. For employee welfare, we have continued our efforts towards improvement in spite of financial hardships. New policies like sabbatical leave policy and employees' pension schemes have been developed and implemented. The dedicated and sincere efforts of the RINL collective earned prestigious recognitions. They include National Energy Conservation Award 2019 First Prize, National Energy Leader Award after winning Excellent Energy Efficient Unit Award in 2017, 2018 and 2019, 3 consecutive years by CII Godrej Green Business Center. Three teams of RINL bagged the Platinum Awards, the topmost award at the International Convention on Quality Control Circles. RINL was awarded first prize at Rajbhasha Kirti Puraskar by Department of Official Language, Ministry of Home Affairs. Government of India for best performance in Hindi implementation for the financial year 2019-20. That is, RINL's house magazine Sugan was awarded with first prize of Rajbhasha Kirti Puraskar by Department of Official Language, Ministry of Home Affairs for 2018-19. Our subsidiaries have also started to show promise. OMDC got extension of iron ore and manganese ore mining leases, and we are in the process of obtaining statutory clearance before commencing the mining operation. OMDC has approved to sell 50% of the ore produced outside the state. BSLC could increase the dispatches from an average of 12 rigs of dolomite in the previous years to an average of 32 rigs in the last 4 months, and it has started incurring net profit. In the year 2020, I will say that all in all, this 2020 had provided us many learning experiences, and the company is immensely benefited by emerging stronger to face such challenges in the future. I wish to conclude with the famous quote: "Way to success is not created by others. Instead, it is only you who can create it." My best wishes once again to one and all, you and your family, for a happy New Year 2020-21. So the time has come to reunite again, to show our strength and resilience as we showed in 2002-2003, that era, and we would like to put back RINL again right on the track, so that the color of the flag of RINL would fly as it was flying higher and higher. In this hour, I just would like to appeal to all of you, to all the employees, to see that the process of production to be continuous without any disruption for any cause. Maybe it is internal, maybe it is external, but for any cause, there should not be any disruption. Will tell you, I have spoken elaborately on the finance issues only to make it a point to drive that in what condition the plant is and in what condition we are running the plant. So my sincere most appeal to all of you that let us put our brave front forward and brave our positive foot forward, and to to subside our differences of opinions on issues and put the interest of the company in the front and move forward. This company is a great company technically, administratively also. It's a very great company as far as technicalities are concerned. So we will come back, and RINL will come back certainly. Thank you very much.